Hello, everybody. And by everybody, I mean nobody, because no one's watching yet. But the first most important thing I have to check is if the voice is echoey. So we do that by following through on my handy dandy trusty phone here and hopping over to my YouTube feed. Let's see if we are echoing. We are not echoey. Excellent. That's a great start. Also doesn't tell me that I'm watching it myself, so on my little information thing over here. So I don't know if maybe people are watching it. I'm just not aware of it. But today we are going to be opening packs of cards from the Magic the Gathering Hobbit set. I was able to actually play a pre-release of this last weekend, and it was a lot of fun. Excuse me, a lot of fun. I did not win a game. Which is which now? Okay, so you play 3 games, right? So the round is that entire thing. Yes, so I won 2 games out of 3 rounds. A total of 3, 6, 7, 8. Total of 8 games. So out of 8 games, I won 2, which got me nothing in the end. I lost out horribly, but that's to be expected. It's really more just of a social thing that I enjoy partaking in, and I haven't for a long time. So it was really, really nice to be able to get back into chatting up a bunch of other like-minded individuals. So without further ado, I should probably crack open one of these boxes. First, let's change the camera so you can see what we're looking at here. I love these lovely Hobbit boxes. So I got my microphone over here. I haven't figured that part out yet, cropping some of the stuff out of screen and still being able to pick up the audio clearly. But either way, anyway, so we have a play booster and we have a bundle. Didn't get a collector's booster because those are over $1,000. And that's, to put it mildly, absolutely insane. I get it. I know that that's what people are willing to pay, and that's why it's at that price point. But it is absolutely insane that people are willing to pay over $1,000 for, 12 packs or something like that. Yeah, they're shiny and all that, but it's not. It is not worth that kind of money to me personally. I noticed to some people, I have, I guess, too many hobbies that doing something like that just it's not practical, let's say. Oh right, I forgot that they put they put a box topper in here now. So instead of giving you a what do they used to call it, a buy a box promo card that the game store would have to hand out, now they put it in the box instead, which is great because some stores I heard were kind of holding on to them and like when they used to get the promo card, they were holding on to it and not really handing them out, I heard, which isn't great. But either way, let's open this up now. We've got, this is talking about draft archetypes, but we're not going to be drafting this. We are here to just open packs of cards and look at what we got from the wonderful Tolkien world of The Hobbit. I really like these white packages. These feel very retro, just like white border cards do. That's kind of really neat. I didn't notice that they were white before. I guess I've never really looked at the packs of cards, but that's really cool. Let's crack one open. Let's get started. Thank you for any of you who watched last week. It was like a 2-hour stream, so I'm hoping to not have another 2-hour stream, which is why I'm trying to get this stuff started right away. I don't think people want to sit here for 2 hours and watch me do stuff. Maybe you do. I don't know. If you're as bored as I am, it's a great thing. We start with an ordinary bear. There's a whole series of bears. There's ordinary, extraordinary, super big, or I don't know, whatever. Great Fierce Bee. This was really cool. So I did open this one in my pre-release kit, and when I played it, I think I got to play it once, maybe twice. They had never seen it before. They didn't even know it was in the set. And it was kind of neat to have something that people were not too aware of. Gundabad Opportunist. Ori, Keeper of Songs. I won't read through each one of these as carefully as we go on once we're getting through doubles and triples of cards, especially in the common area. So you're really going to look at the rares and mythics if I happen to get any of those. Magnificent End. Stony Voiced Goblins. I had this one as well. I played I think it was Did I play Rakdos? I think I played Red Black, if I'm not mistaken, and didn't perform as well as I wanted to. I didn't find any synergy. Someone mentioned that I had a bit of a flying thing going, but it was really 2 or 3 flying cards, and I was able to pump them up. I got some good traction, but it was a one-trick pony. If I couldn't get it to work, couldn't do anything. Whereas other people I know were doing, I think I played we'll call it an exhibition game against a friend of mine, Brett, and he had this wonderful synergistic thing going on there that just like when it went off well. I don't know how he ended up placing it. I forgot to ask him at the end, and if that worked for him during the games. We have Bilbo Baggins, Burglar. There's a lot of alliteration going on in there. Quarrel. Eagle of the Great Shelf. Oh, I almost forgot. We're into uncommons now. We'll stack those separately. Galleon, Elven King's Butler. Hold it down here. It's probably easier to see right there. See, Large Bear. So it's along the bear theme. I was about to say the bar theme, but the bear theme. Head of the Hunt. Oh, that was rare. Gotta move that over to the rare pile. These piles are not going to end up working out like this. They're going to be a disaster in the end. Elven Raft Steerer Foil. Swamp. And a Stone Boulder Dragon token. I won't focus too much on the tokens. I know you guys probably don't really care what the tokens are. Oh, and yes, obviously the box topper, it's going to be opened at the end. So you're forced to watch everything. I don't know if you guys watch the regular packs I open on like a daily basis, but I was talking about the air in modern packs of cards. I never really noticed it that much in Magic until this set, but there's a lot of gap in here. I opened a 90s, mid-90s, late 90s set, a TSR set. So that would have been before Wizards of the Coast owned the property. And it was like unbelievably snug and tight around it. Like not a millimeter of give was on that, which was neat to see, something different. That I think my friend Emmett got me that pack, if I'm not mistaken. That was really nice to see. I've never seen anything like that before. Ragged Short Spear. Guardian of the Halls. Front Porch Sentries. Vow to Erebor. Giant's Boulder. Long Lake Nuisance. Tidings of War. Mirkwood Meditator. Thor's Map. Thorver, that's a little hard to say. Thorver's Map. Oh, I was putting the commons in the uncommon pile. Silly me. Let's get those out of there. There we go. Drop those over there. Told you it was going to be messed up. It was messed up on the second pack I opened. Thorver's Map. Gnashing of Teeth. Sounds like that song. There's a song about it was a moaning and a whining and a gnashing of teeth. I can't remember the song, but anyways, it's a good song. It's a very catchy song. Misty Mountain Raiders. Thranduil's Company. Sound the Trumpets. And a Lake Town. What do we got here? Crude Bent Blade. I use this as well. This is one of the pump-up spells I was able to use on my flyers. It was kind of neat. Owen the Brave. Use that as well in my pre-release. Attercop. Attercop? Sure. Nori, Teller of Tales. Thorin's Last Stand. Warg Tactics. Another Long Lake Nuisance. I feel like it's supposed to be Long Neck Nuisance. I don't know why. Goblin Plate Mail. I was able to use this as well. Eagle of the Great Shelf. I found the eagles that they couldn't find in the movies. It's right here. Thorver's Map again. Thranduil's Decree. Most Decrepit Old Bird. Wonderful. That's weird. Great Gilded Boat. Another lake town. And a Goblin Army. Goblin Army is this set's version of a mass, which they had quite a few years ago, I think now, where you're able to create a Goblin Army and then other cards will allow you to add +1/+1 counters to it, which basically grow your army. So the benefit is you can have one big baddie swing in, but you also put all your eggs in one basket with that. So there's a chance that you'll be that creature will be taken out. Neat little tactic. I kind of like that. There was they had a mass Goblin Army. And there was something in the middle there too from maybe it was the D&D set. I can't remember, but there was another one. If anyone remembers, let me know in the chat if you're here, or drop a comment in if you're watching this later. What the one between a mass and Goblin Army was. There was another one there, and if I'm not mistaken, the rules state that they are treated the same. So when you amass, if you use the amass mechanic and then you have cards that amass a Goblin Army, they still amass on the amass card. You don't get a separate one. So you don't have an amass, a Goblin Army, and then whatever that middle one was. You don't get extra creatures out of it, in other words. Smaug, the Great Calamity. Bowside Wanderers. Golem, Silent Slinker. I can't do the Golem voice, so I tried there. Failed miserably. Esgaroth Garrison. Thorin's Last Stand. Stony Voiced Goblins. Oh, sorry, I thought that was... I haven't seen that one yet. I thought that was the porch ones. It looks very similar in that image. Gandalf, Wandering Wizard. I had two Gandalfs, two different types of Gandalf, I think, in my deck at pre-release. And I always found myself discarding them when I had a discard option. They were too expensive to put out, and they didn't do enough for me. You think by the third round I would have learned and moved them out of my deck ahead of time, but I didn't. You know, I don't learn from my mistakes, in other words. Wargling, Thorin Oakenshield, Gloin the Mighty. I think Gloin the Mighty was in my Gloin the Mighty was in my pre-release set too, or deck I built too. You get 2 red mana at your upkeep, or beginning of your first main phase, I should say, not upkeep, which is awesome. It's really, really good. Oh, I like the extended art. Thranduil Sindarin Liege. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? They've really done nice stuff with their framing when it comes to extended arts, alternate frames, things like that. If you do the mystery boosters, they have like white frame borders on modern style cards. It's just so nice to see. Tom, Bert, and William. That's a rare. Confiscate the Bebother. Confiscate, yeah, okay, I was reading that right. It's a weird word. Confiscate the Bebother. Foil. An island. Another Goblin Army. Let's move these lands out of the way because they're messing up my order of things here in my mind. What do we got in this pack? Come on. I know people that use like knives and scissors and stuff to open these. I'm always nervous, no matter how well I move the cards around, that I'm going to end up cutting a card. Bilbo's Deadly Slice. I got to do something that I thought was hilarious. Did it for the lols, the memes, or whatever you want to call it, where someone played a Bilbo card and I got to kill it with Bilbo's Deadly Slice, which I just thought was... I thought it was hilarious. I really enjoyed it. I mean, they beat me in the end, so I guess they didn't care much either. They enjoyed it in a way, but I just thought it was hilarious. Duskwatch Hunter. Not Watcher, watch. Pinecone Strike. Lake Town Lookout. Old Thrush. Patient Instructor. Hobbit Hole. Elven King's Harper. Woodland Weavemaster. Fearsome Goblin Pair. Bolfor, Reliable Guardian. Not too sure how much I like the style of the dwarves in this set. They feel too people-y, if that makes sense to you. Like all the artists seem to have done it. They just feel too people-y, not dwarfy enough, if that makes sense. They don't feel different. They feel like chubby shrunk people, which I guess is kind of what dwarves are in this mythos or whatever. But I don't know, it just doesn't really do it for me. Something about it, they're not bad. It's just not to my immediate liking. Cantankerous Keepers. Burn, Burn, Tree and Fern. It's a nice little uncommon foil. Ooh, that's a pretty island. That looks really nice. Kind of reminds me of Zendikar stuff, even though this is a pillar and the Zendikar things were polyhedrons or whatever. I just kind of like the way that looks. That's kind of neat. All right, and it's full art. That's why it looks so different. Duh, I wasn't even paying attention, but yeah, it's a full art card, so that's nice. Here's an example of the dwarves, for example, right? Like, I guess this one's not as bad as the others, but to me, they don't look dwarfy enough. They just look like shrunk people. It's kind of, I don't know. Let's see if I can find one in here that better exemplifies what I'm trying to say, because I don't think I'm doing myself justice with it. Bjorn, Reluctant Host. Where's that go here? Reverent Howl. Ragged Short Spear. It's another pump spell I used in my pre-release. Vow to Erebor. So this one kind of does justice to what I'm trying to talk about. That they're not bad. Don't get me wrong. Phenomenal art. Which one's this artist here? Andrea Ugrai. I don't know if it's maybe the art direction or something. I'm just not a huge fan of it. Maybe I'm just poisoned by the movies, and I think they need to look like the movie ones for some reason. Oh, nice extended art. Rage into the Valley. I think, yeah, I got to angle them a bit so you can see it. That's gorgeous. Ted Naismith. Phenomenal art on that one. Another Quarrel. Gandalf Wandering Wizard again. Night Howl Pursuer. It's a nice little wolf set in here too, and they're very almost sketchy looking paintings. I kind of like it. They seem like dreamlike or nightmare-like, I guess, not dreamlike. Mirkwood Pathmaker. Bolg of the North. Chief Warg's Company. Oh, I got one of the special ones. Legendary Creature, Avatar Wizard, J.R.R. Tolkien, Gandalf, Goblin's Bane. That's so pretty. Oh, it says right on it's worth 75 cents. I don't even have to look it up on TCG Player now. However, look what I got going on here. I got TCG Player on here, so I can actually look it up for anyone who's curious. So let's see. Where'd it go? It just disappeared on me here. There, that's where I want to be. Oh, that's fine. No, this is where I want to be. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Now you can see me clicking around here and looking stuff up. So we're going to look up. Where are we here? We are Gandalf, Goblin's Bane. And let's see what that shows up for us here. It is a $25 card. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm very happy with that. Not that I'm going to sell it or anything anytime soon, but it's a very, very pretty card. That's gorgeous. I love getting that sort of stuff. It is a mythic, so I do need to make an extra pile here now because I do not have a mythic pile yet. That's my first mythic. Long Lake Nuisance again, and another swamp. All right, let's keep going. See if we can get a foil one of those. I think the drop rate for that is insanely low if memory serves. Let's see what we got. Goblin Town Flunkies. Another Ordinary Bear. Another Great Fierce Bee. Ori, Keeper of Songs. Well-Worn Spatula. A lot of cooking stuff going on. Magic has some food tokens and stuff like that, which kind of fit right into the whole Hobbit idea. Uneasy Partings. Goblin Plate Mail. Bilbo Baggins Burglar. A great alliteration again. Easy to say alliteration, mind you. It's not like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper sort of thing, like it's whatever. I actually did manage to say that one. What's another one? She sells seashells by the seashore. See how slow I had to do that? I'm not good at that sort of thing. Lake Town Mariners. Lake Town Toymaker. Wait, the Mariners are 6'5" and the Toymakers are 3'4". That makes sense because there's Mariners, Toymaker. So I guess, the multiples of them. Anyways, Mirkwood Pathmaker. The Master of Lake Town. Key to the Side Door. Mirkwood. Nice. Mirkwood Nurturer. Ravening Warg. Dory, Bearer of Friends. Well, he's not bearing... Oh, he is carrying a friend there. I didn't even notice that originally when I saw that card. So he is bearing a friend. Good to know. Dwarven Shortsword. Long-bodied Grey Dog. This long-bodied Grey Dog has reach. We spoke about that at the pre-release. And I get it's long-bodied, so it can reach a bit, but it's just barely making it to a table here. That is not the kind of reach that pulls things out of the air. But whatever. I didn't set the flavor. Someone else did. Plunder the Trollshaws. I don't know what Trollshaws are. I am not that familiar with Tolkien's work. I tried reading The Hobbit when I was younger. Then I ended up listening to an audiobook of The Hobbit, and it was it The Hobbit I read? Yeah, it must have been The Hobbit. And it was good, but I don't know, it didn't drive me crazy. I really should listen to it just for the sake of having listened to it, to get through something like that. But I wasn't blown away by it, so it didn't really do anything for me. Iron Hills Stalwart. I mean, I think the problem is because I did everything in reverse, right? I saw the movies. I knew stuff through all that instead of books. Then it was the 80s, 70s, 80s cartoon, then movies. Like I didn't grow up with it. I just saw movies and then tried going backwards through it, so it didn't really work the same. It was like reading what's that comic book called? The Watchmen. I read The Watchmen maybe about a decade ago. That's 10, 15 years after it came out, when everyone said it was like incredible and turned the entire comic book world on its head. Problem is, it did that, 10, 15, 20 years before I read it. So by that point, everyone else was doing that already. Everyone was doing that same thing. So it wasn't anything that special, unfortunately. It was, yeah, everyone's doing this now. So it lost that luster for me, unfortunately. Enchanted River's Grasp. Ravenhill Flock. Bothersome Noisemaker. Night Howl Pursuer. Desert Wereworm. And Stony Voiced Goblins. And some plains. Oh, those are mountains in the background. I thought those were misty plains, but I think that's just oh no, there's mist around the mountains in the background. Okay, I thought it was mist coming up off the plains. I thought that would have been a cool little thing. I've been seeing that a lot lately with the weather, the way it's like unbelievably hot and humid, and then it pours rain for like 5-10 minutes, and then you get all the steam coming off the ground, especially off of asphalt. But you get it in the grasslands and stuff too, and it looks really cool because it's like horror type inducing imagery. It's really, I like it. It's scary, but I like it. At least it's not at night. During the day is okay. Wood Elves. Crude Bentblade. Owen the Brave. Dwarven Provisioner. Thorin's Last Stand. Stir Up Trouble. Lakeshore Apothecary. Smaug's Fury. I got to play Smaug's Fury. I had 2 of them, I think. I only put 1 in the deck. Because I did have a synergy I was trying to get, speaking about the synergies earlier, with dragons. Something that allowed me to search my deck for a dragon, and I think put it right on the battlefield, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was to hand. But I got no dragons. I opened 0 dragons in my pre-release kit, so it's kind of frustrating. Fearsome Goblin Pair. Gandalf Sparkstarter. Bofer, Reliable Guardian. Radagast of Roscoebel. Foil Bilbo Baggins Burglar. And a Forest. See what I mean by the sketchy look of the wolves? They all have that kind of very rough look, which I know is their fur, I get it, but I just like how it's done. I think it's really neat. It feels more like werewolf style and kind of very horror based. It's not what I would have thought they would have done, but I like it. I like it a lot. Gundabad Opportunist. Mirkwood Nurturer. Ravening Warg. Magnificent End. Dwarven Shortsword. Quarrel. Confusticate the Bebother. Smaug's Fury again. Desolation Prowler. There's that sketchy, gross, horror-looking wolf. It's so awesome. Burn, Tree and Fern. Key to the Side Door. Oh, the Eagles are coming. Extended art. Extended art? Yeah, that's called an extended art. An Old Thrush. Gorgeous full art mountain. Look at that. That looks like, I don't know what set it was, but there's an old set that kind of has this vibe going with the shade. Like, I don't know, just something about the coloring of it or something. That's really awesome. Someone will know what set I'm talking about, but there's a set where there's mountains that kind of have this feel to them. Something about this is harkening back to that, and that's really awesome. I really like that. At least these packs open easy. There's been a lot of card games lately where the packs do not open easy. You end up, if they got a little peel strip down the side, you end up damaging your card because it'll catch the corner of it and rip it. I guess that's why people use scissors and stuff like that. I still can't get over that hurdle in my head of just through the pack. I know something's going to get cut. Addercop. Bilbo's Deadly Slice. Duskwatch Hunter. Velvet Winged Butterflies. That's pretty. Actually, it's pretty alarming. There's a ton of them in that. Wow. I went to a butterfly conservatory once. I think my kids wanted to go, and it was really, really beautiful, but none of them wanted to touch the butterflies or do anything with them. And for those of you who know me, I have a slight aversion to flying things, including butterflies and birds and certain insects and stuff. I had to hold the piece of whatever the fruit was. I can't remember now. So the butterfly would land on it and eat it. And I'm like, kids, do you want to try this? Nope. Not an interest in it whatsoever. And they're all buzzing around. They don't buzz. Flapping and flying around us. And I tell you, the things you do for family. Old Thrush. Long Lake Nuisance. Not family, sorry. The things you do for your kids. I wouldn't do that for anyone else in my family. Hello, Totally Not a Spy. I trust you. I trust you're totally not a spy. Tidings of War. Well, that's weird. Your message didn't come up in the... That's supposed to come up in our chat on the screen. Where am I pointing to? There. Oh, it's 2 different points. These cameras are flipped. Give me a second here. Totally not spy. That should be popping up in my chat. And it is not. Where did that go? Here. We go here. Seems like I'm the only one here. You are the only one right now. I've had some people pop in and out, but no one's made any comments yet. There's pop out chat. Now this, I'm supposed to copy this, but it's not letting me copy it. Let's see if I can get that where I need it to be. Sorry for the delay here. I'm trying to get the chat to pop up in our OBS here, because we should be able to read that on screen. OBS. Let's go to here. Let's go to the properties for that. Pardon me while I just work myself through this. Let's see. That is right. YouTube.live chat. Okay. Let's go to this again. Wow. It is not showing up. Well, that kind of sucks. That was supposed to show your chat feed through I'm pointing at it on the screen with the mouse like you can see it. You can't see it. But that was supposed to feed through there. Let's see if I did something wrong in my settings here. Not there. Properties. What did I mess up on it then? Oh, this is not going to work well if I start playing with that. With the CSS, that is not going to work well. That is not going to work well if I try and do that. I thought I changed something properly, but I guess I didn't. Where does that time frame thing? That's background colors. That's fine. Yes, but I want to see where it tells me how long the thing stays on screen, because I think that's why it's not popping up. That is not important there. Okay, that is just going to waste a bunch of time. I'm not going to bother with that right now. So sorry, but I'll read out obviously what you messaged. And yeah, you said you seem like you're the only one here, and you are right now. Totally not a spy. Have you opened any of The Hobbit? Let me know. Did you play any of the pre-releases? How did you do? All that sort of fun stuff. Mirkwood Meditator. Sylvan Reveler. The Mountain King's Return. Snowslope Hunter. Belladonna Took. Misty Mountains Raider. And some Iron Hills. Those go there. Oh, you haven't yet? Do you play Magic? Like, is that a thing? Are you a regular Magic Gathering? Oh, you're just scrolling through on lives. I see. Okay. Wow. I'm glad to know that mine was in the feed there, as it were. I didn't think it would be. I thought I was shadow banned. No, I don't do anything that's controversial for that sort of thing. I just think I don't have quite enough followers to encourage YouTube to push me further than just my local group of people. Are you a Magic the Gathering player or any other card game or anything like that? Is that why this showed up in your live feed? Guardian of the Halls, Front Porch Sentries. Oh, thank you very much. For those of you who don't like me out there, which is mostly my family, I think, and some of my friends, Totally Not Spy said he's going to stick around because I seem like a nice guy. And I thank you for that. That is very, very kind. Kind of caught me off guard there now. And now I'm like, oh, well, that was so sweet. I wasn't even thinking about that. But that's very nice of you to say. Thank you. Smaug, the Great Calamity. Esgaroth Garrison. Oh, you do Pokemon. Okay. That's cool. I've done some Pokemon. I really stopped opening Pokemon stuff. I do it like a semi-daily show where I open a pack of cards, collectors and cards, cracking packs in my car. I'm in my car, that's why it's correct. And it's supposed to be a parody of comedians in cars getting coffee, which was a thing a while ago. But anyways, I digress. I kind of stopped buying Pokemon stuff when there was that huge surge, like about a year and a half ago, when boxes were getting insanely priced. And I couldn't justify buying a box of the new set or what do they call their bundle? Elite Trainer pack of the new set, anything like that. Because I was just like, it's too expensive for me. I just couldn't do it because I don't play Pokemon. So I would just be doing it for fun and opening stuff up. But I don't have the same draw to Pokemon that I do to Magic and other stuff. In general, I like trading card games, period. So I do tend to buy a little bit of everything I can find. So I do buy some Pokemon packs here and there and do like to open them. I do have some that I haven't opened yet that'll be opened on future episodes of that daily show. It's like a 2-minute, 1-minute thing because I do like opening stuff. I like the surprise of it, really. Ori, Keeper of Songs. Stir Up Trouble. Mirkwood Meditator. Wargling. Do you open your packs of cards like on a stream somewhere or on camera and post it, or is it just for your own fun, like at home sort of thing? Or on LGS or whatever? Dwarven Matic. Lake Town Mariners. Bomber, Gentle Dreamer. That looks really well, not really comfortable. That looks nice and relaxing, but it does not look comfortable being against a tree like that. Grass with all the ants and bugs crawling on you. Ugh, I don't know. Oh, for your own fun. That's really awesome. I do like that. It's in all honesty, I'm doing this live. I open the packs daily for my own fun too. I post it just because I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. Maybe someone else will enjoy it too, but I really do open them just for my own fun. It's not for value. It's not for anything like that. It's just because I like opening packs of cards. I find shuffling cards very relaxing, and I find opening packs of cards fun. So that's pretty much why I open packs of trading cards. Riddles in the Dark, another rare card. Goblin Plate Mail, foil, some plains, and a token. I opened, sorry, Totally Not Spy says he opened, sometimes he opens One Piece. I opened the first set of One Piece. I got a booster box of it, I think. It wasn't just pre-cons. I did get a booster box, I think, because I opened some packs of it for fun. And it was okay, but not that I shouldn't say I'm not a fan of the show. I've never watched it. I started watching the live action, which I did enjoy. I saw about 3 or 4 episodes and I enjoyed it. Just got carried away with regular life in general, so I didn't get a chance to watch more of it. But I was told I would like it, and that I would like Avatar as well, and that I should watch both of them. I watched the first episode of Avatar, and then again, life got in the way. Couldn't watch more than that because I opened up a couple packs of the Magic Avatar set. Magic Avatar set? No, was that it? Man, these are all blending into one now. It's so hard. But yes, I did open up some One Piece. In my first pack, I got a Luffy, right? It's pronounced Luffy? Because I always called it Luffy, but it's pronounced Luffy, I think, right? I got a Luffy card that one of my buddies said I should flip it and sell it right away. I didn't because, I open it for myself. I want to enjoy it. I don't want to, I'm not there to gamble and try and make money off of it. That's not how that works for me. I'm not in it for the value. I'm in it for the fun. Sorry, I'm not reading some of these because I've been through these before, and I don't think you guys just want to hear me say the names of them over and over again. Plus, I've got someone to talk to, so I can answer their questions and things like that. Ooh, extended art, Thorin's Last Stand. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Let me get that a little bit closer for you guys if you can't see it. That's really nice. I like that painterly style. Whose is this? Demand Rook. I like that Demand Rook. Great art on that one. Plunder the Troll Shaws. Oh, we did open that one already. Sorry, I said I wouldn't say them, and here I am saying them. Little Bear. So there was a set of bears. So you missed this Totally Not Spy. There's like a set of bears. There's a little bear, an ordinary bear, a giant bear. Like there's a whole bunch of different bears in this set that kind of grow up like that. It's kind of a neat little gimmicky thing, I guess. Almost like Pokemon evolutions, but they don't evolve on top of each other. I'm watching the Avatar The Last Airbender. Yeah, that's what everyone told me to watch. And I watched, I think, 1 episode of it before, again, like I said, life got in the way. I really enjoyed it. It was not what I expected. I really thought I would not dislike it, but I thought it was going to be like, okay, this is, generic anime. I thought it was going to be, I should say, generic anime that I wouldn't really go crazy for. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was done really well, the bit I saw. And I didn't feel like it was pandering or anything like that. I was really happy to watch it. I wish I could watch more of it. Bjorn's Hospitality. Celebrate the Mountain King. Biffer Melodic Rider. Ooh, an Elven Passage. That looks nice. What does that do? Tap and pay 1 life. Sacrifice this land. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped and then shuffle. You may behold an elf if you do untap land. To behold an elf, choose an elf you control or reveal an elf card from your hand. Oh, okay, so you sack it, put a land into play, and then you reveal an elf or have an elf in play, and it untaps it. So it becomes a non-tapped land. All right, that's interesting. Lake Town Lookout. A little bit of filtering there. Oh, and followed by Lake Town. That's kind of funny. Lake Town Lookout followed by Lake Town. Nope, sorry, Lake Town goes here because that's a dual land. Bowside Wanderers. Golem's Silent Slinker. Goblin Town Flunkies. Magnificent End. Giant's Boulder. Bilbo Baggins Burglar. Tidings of War. Desolation Prowler. Old Fat Spider. That's just mean. That's just really mean. He doesn't even look that fat. Like, that's just being mean now. Shame on you, wizards. Lake Town Toymaker. Getaway Barrel. The Lonely Mountain. What does the Lonely Mountain do? If land enters tapped unless you control an equipment. Okay, create a red dwarf creature token. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each equipment you control. Oh, that's actually really nice. Reverent Howl. And a foil island. Oh, with fishing rods. That's cool. I like that they've started putting things in their lands. Before it was lands could only be land. That's all they had to show. I think it's like a big thing that one of them had a character in it or something in the background early on, quite a while ago. And now they've started putting like creatures and stuff in it. I like that. I like that a lot. Pinecomb Strike. Bjorn Reluctant Host. Moment of Glory. Nori, Teller of Tales. Rage into the Valley, Extended Art. Wargling. Patient Instructor. Little Bear. Thranduil's Decree. Bolg of the North. Dane, Lord of the Iron Hills. Oh, it's Iron Islands is in Game of Thrones. That's right. Actually, does anyone else bother that they call it Game of Thrones even though the series is called A Song of Ice and Fire? Just Game of Thrones is the first book. Like, it's not really like the show was called Game of Thrones because it sounds better than calling it A Song of Fire and Ice, but the series is actually called A Song of Fire and Ice. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Oh, we got another mythic. Inside Information. I don't know if that's a worthwhile mythic to get or not. Ordinary Bear. See, a little bear, ordinary bear. Kind of neat. Lake Town. Probably about halfway through the box now. What do we got here? We got Ordinary Bear again. Great Fierce Bee. Gundabad Opportunist. Dwarven Short Sword. Well-Worn Spatula. Uneasy Partings. Stony Voiced Goblins. Confusticate and Be Bother. All right. So I go through the comments like that because I think we've seen most of them by now. Sylvan Reveler. Snow Slope Hunter. Sound the Trumpets. Dancing from Dark to Dawn. There's Dancing Bears. Oh, that's a mythic. Oh, another mythic finally. Guardian of the Halls. Oh, 2 foils back to back. Elven King's Halls. Oh, Guardian of the Halls, Elven King's Halls. That's cool. I am in the meantime, sorry, now that I got a moment, I'm going to jump back into this. Let's see if we can get this chat working. By getting rid of all the text stuff we put in here. Let's see if that'll work. Let's get rid of this CSS that I pasted to try and make it look pretty. And we'll see if we can just have it function. It won't look as pretty, but at least it might work. Come on, finish selecting it all. Select all, select all. Why is it so manual of a process? Oh my God. Okay, let's just delete that now before I screw up. Delete. That's everything. Let's say okay. Oh, the chat pops up, but the text is white. That's lovely. White text on a white background, eh? Smart. Let's see if I can undo that. Nope, I can't undo that. Okay, so let's see if I can change my text color in here somehow. That's really not good. Okay, so let's say okay there. Okay, bear with me for a moment. We will switch back to this view, so you guys don't have to look at, I don't know, you can look closer at my face, I guess. And let me see if I can figure out what I need to do to fix that. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go OBS. No, come on, let me search properly. OBS, CSS, chat code. There's something here that let me generate the code specifically, but I don't want to do that. I just want a basic preset. Let's see what this does. Oops, no, I want to. Is it not going to let me click in there? Is that an image? Oh, that's text. I won't let me select it all. Oh my God. Oh, down here. Okay. Oh, that's it. Let's see if that works for all of you who are not watching right now. Let's go to here, drop that in there. Okay. Hey, we kind of got it working. All right, that's not so bad. Let's go back over to the overhead scene. And let's move this. No, that's the wrong window. Let's move this one down a bit, because we don't need that junk on the bottom. You just need to see what people are saying, which means I can make it a little bit bigger so it's a little more visible to read, maybe. Get rid of that part of the text too. There we go. Maybe that's better. A nice big black bar on the top of it too, though, that kind of gets in the way of everything. Let's get rid of that. Might as well while we're here, right? Let's go to crop, and we're going to crop in from the top. Top. Come on, let's get rid of all of that. Keep going, keep going. You can do it. You can do it. And I think we've done it. Close that. Take this again, drag it back down to get rid of that part. There we go. And I think we have the chat now on screen. Perfect. Probably should have it on the other side, but whatever. It is where it is right now. Let's put this guy back. Keep going through packs. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay, so now if anyone's watching and they want to chat, the chat will pop up and we'll be able to see what you've said. I don't have to read out everything that people say. Owen the Brave, Addercop, Bilbo's Deadly Slice, Velvet Wing Butterflies, Long Body Grey Dog, Warg Tactics, Elven King's Harper, Iron Hills Stalwart. We're talking commons now. We've got the Masters Counselors, Gathering of Darkness, Dwarven Madoc, Down in the Valley. That's some beautiful art on that one. I kind of like that. Down in the Valley. Do they make tapestries of any of these sagas? Because they'd look really nice. A big long one hanging down somewhere. I think would look beautiful. Bjorn's Hospitality. Goblin Town. Oh, that goes there. Reverend Howl, Ragged Short Spear, Lake Town Lookout, Giant's Boulder, Elven King's Harper, Stony Voiced Goblins, Uneasy Partings. Then we have a Woodland Weave Master, Dreaded Bat Cloud. That's pretty cool. It actually kind of looks like the butterflies before, so interesting. Threndel Sindarin Liege. Oh, I think we got an extended art of that. That looked really nice early on. Wizard's Staff. Smaug, Wicked Worm. Thorin, Mountain King. Oh, double rare and a foil mythic. Nice. I'll take that. Foil Swamp. That was nice. Double rare and a mythic. All right. Mirkwood Nurturer, Ravening Warg, Dory, Bearer of Friends, Dwarven Provisioner, Rage into the Valley, Smaug's Fury, Enchanted River's Grasp, Little Bears. Golem the Abandoned. Dane, Lord of the Iron Hills. Galleon, Elven King's Butler. Philly the Pathfinder. That is rare, right? Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell the color difference. Owen the Brave. A Mirkwood. Oh, I pulled it out from underneath. They're not going in order now. Oh no. Reverend Howl, Ragged Short Spear, Guardian of the Halls, Nori Teller of Tales, Rage into the Valley, Tidings of War, Mirkwood Meditator, Goblin Plate Mail. Troop of Ponies. Oh my god, that's so adorable. Look at that. They're so cute. Aww. Oh, extended art Gandalf Sparkstarter. He's a wicked Sparkstarter if the song is anything to believe. Firestarter, get it? In it? No? Okay. The Chief Warg. The Great Goblin. That looks like there's a troll. Can't remember what his name was. Art is reminiscent of that troll to me, at least. Goblin Town Flunkies. There's a beautiful full art island again. Thrune the troll something or other. I don't know, something about that artwork reminds me of it. Guardian of the Halls. Front Porch Sentries. Smaug the Great Calamity. Vow to Erebor. Esgaroth Garrison. Warg Tactics. Bilbo Baggins Burglar. Goblin Plate Mail. Down to Goblin Town. I think, yeah, I got this one in my starter set as well. I played that one. Old Fat Spider. Again with the stop making fun of body image. Like, just, you know. Bombird, Gentle Dreamer. Bejeweled Warg. He does have jewels on him. Oh, he's holding him in his mouth, I guess. Nasty Little Rabbit. Wait, why is that after the... Oh, because it's foil. I was going to say, why is that after the rare, but it's foil. Goblin Town. So one went down to Goblin Town, and then we have Goblin Town. Interesting. Come on. Open up. There we go. There we go. All right. Duskwatch Hunter. Pinecone Strike. Bjorn Reluctant Host. Moment of Glory. Old Thrush. Enchanted River's Grasp. Stir Up Trouble. Long Lake Nuisance. And then we go to the Wilderland Scrounger. Bilbo Luckwearer. Luckwearer. Okay. Interesting. Iron Hills Blacksmith. Roll, 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 roll. Okay. Oh, you do the same for each one of 4 saga things. Let's see. Exile up to 1 target creature or land you control. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Ooh, that's a good cycling. Not cycling. What's it called? Blinking? I guess it's kind of like blinking it. That's neat. I like that. Eagle of the Great Shelf. Elven King Halls. Bowside Wanderers, Golem Silent Slinker, Goblin Town Flunkies, Ori Keeper of Songs, Magnificent End, Confusticate and Be Bother, Hobbit Hole, Gandalf Wandering Wizard. Then we have Sound the Trumpets, Eagle's Rescue, Golem the Abandoned, Roads Go Ever, Ever On, Patient Instructor, and a mountain. Oh, it has writing on them. I didn't realize that before. Far over the misty mountains, cold dungeon. Sorry, let me start again. Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day to seek the pale enchanted gold. That's cool. I didn't realize that. Do they all have writing on them like that? They do. Roads go ever, ever on, under cloud and under star, yet feet that wandering have gone turn at last to home afar. Sigh no more, pine, till the wind of the morn. Full moon, dark be the land. Hush, hush, oak, ash, and thorn. Hushed be all water, till dawn is at hand. Oh, I read that one already. The wind went on from west to east. All movement in the forest ceased. But shrill and harsh across the marsh, its whistling voices were released. The stream shall run in gladness, the lake shall shine and burn, and sorrow fail and sadness at the Mountain King's return. That's cool. I didn't know they had that on there. That's really neat. I like that. Sorry, you guys got to hear me just talk to myself sort of thing there. Do some out loud reading. Which actually, to speak of that, I'm going to try and get back to reading some of my short stories on I'm going to do them on YouTube as well as on a podcast. So if you used to be subscribed to Jeff Basito Reads, you might see some stuff coming in your feed. I don't know when yet, but sometime soon, hopefully, because I do want to get some short stories read from the NYC Midnight competitions, because I joined those, and they're a lot of fun, and they give you prompts, so it triggers me to write some stuff, and some of them I'm quite proud of, some of it not so much. Some of it's gotten a few accolades, like making it onto the second round or getting honorable mentions and stuff like that. So I will let you guys know on here and everywhere when you'll just see it posted on YouTube, but I'll let you guys know. Wood Elves, Crude Bent Blade, Owen the Brave, Velvet Wing Butterflies, Long Bodied Grey Dog, Lakeshore Apothecary, Hobbit Hole, Plunder the Trollshaws, Eagle's Rescue, Down to Goblin Town, Dwarven Mauler, Part in Friendship. Haven't seen that one yet. Bilbo's Deadly Slice, Elven King's Hall. Oh, we got another row under this still. Okay, so there's still a few more to go. Come on, open up on me. There we go. Addercop, Bilbo's Deadly Slice, Duskwatch Hunter, Moment of Glory, Old Thrush, Iron Hill Stalwart, Patient Instructor, Warg Tactics. Oh, that's a pretty one. Bilbo Luckwearer. Look at that alt art, extended art fanciness. That's gorgeous. Oh, I didn't realize that this was part of the frame. I thought that snaky thing on the other one I opened was part of the artwork, but it's part of the frame. That is so cool. That's really nice. I like that. Thranduil Sindarin's Liege. Great, ugly looking goblin. Man, all this like I have a cat. Oh, you do? What's your cat's name? Great, ugly looking goblin. Yeah, all this attack on the way people look and stuff. The Sackville Bagginses. Thorin's Last Stand. And a mountain. Come on. There we go. Front Porch Sentries. Smaug the Great Calamity. Bowside Wanderers. Lake Town Lookout. Vow to Erebor. Giant's Boulder. Gandalf Wandering Wizard. Wargling. Bard the Bowman. Troll Negotiations. Oh, I see they're fighting. That's funny. Bean. Oh my god, that's an adorable name. Is it a little cat? Like, is that why? Is it like small or brown or something? But that's an adorable name. Bean. Oh, I love it. The Black Arrow. Orcrist Goblin Cleaver. That's a mythic. Got another mythic out of there. Mirkwood Meditator. And Iron Hills. I don't know why the chat isn't scrolling in the window here. Like, that's I fixed it so it appears on there, but it's not showing anything that you've typed recently, Totally Not Spy. Orange tabby, a year old. Oh my god. That's adorable. I used to have a long-haired white cat. This is years ago. This is like 30 years ago sort of thing. But it was, I used to like it because, you know, it just snuggles you a little bit and stuff like that. But I love cats. I really, really do. Orange tabby, a year old, named Bean. Such a cute name. Oh, does Bean still have like a almost a kitten's meow, or is it like a louder? Oh, I see what happened here. Sorry, let me move this up on the screen so we can see the newer comments. I pushed the wrong part off screen. There we go. Or is it more like a grown-up cat meow now? Ordinary bear, great fierce bee, dwarven short sword, well-worn spatula, Iron Hill stalwart, enchanted river's grasp, quarrel. Dwarven mauler, stone by sunlight, nasty little rabbit, Thror's map. Again, back to that one. I got a few of those early on. Stone giant of high pass, pinecone strike. Yeah, the foils are too dark. They gotta figure out what they're doing with those. Maybe do some like what's it called when selective foiling. So only certain parts are foiled. That'd be worthwhile, but people spend money on Magic anyway, so it doesn't matter. They don't need to do anything special about it. Not like Pokemon. Pokemon does phenomenal stuff with their foiling. I really like that. As you must know, Totally Not Spy. When Pokemon foils things, they look beautiful. They do a really good job of it. Golem, Silent Slinker, Goblin Town Flunkies, Esgaroth Garrison, Well-Worn Spatula, Patient Instructor, Hobbit Hole, Uneasy Partings, Dreaded Bat Cloud, Iron Hills Blacksmith. That's some pretty artwork. I like that frame on it too. Oh, they even moved the text in the body around the frame, which is nice. I guess it's the only way to make sure it all fits in. Elven Raft Steerer, Dane Ironfoot, Bilbo's Gambit. Oh, triple rare pack. Crazy. The Eagles Are Coming foil. That was great. And a Mirkwood. Down to the last two packs. Let's see what we get here. See if we can open another. I think that's the storybook one, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. We got Gundabad Opportunist, Mirkwood Nurturer, Ravening Warg, Dwarven Provisioner, Velvet Wing Butterflies, Plunder the Trollshaws, Tidings of War, Old Fat Spider Can't See Me. Again with the Old Fat Spider, eh? Misty Mountain Raiders, Mirkwood Pathmaker. Ooh, I like the guy in the background. It's all in shadow. Something about that's really cool. Although I would paint or draw like that just because I can't do faces well all the time. So it'd be a good way to hide having to draw another face or paint another face. Rovanian Rampager. Thorin, Mountain King. Thor's Map. Oh, that beautiful island again. All right, last pack. Let's see what we get. Wish me luck on it. Oh, wait, maybe I should go to this camera. This camera? That camera? Whatever you prefer. Wish me luck. Let's see what we get on this one. Okay. Pinecone Strike, Bjorn Reluctant Host, Reverend Howl, Nori Teller of Tales, Laketown Lookout, Elven King's Harper, Stir Up Trouble. Okay, those are all the same. We've got those before. Nasty Little Wabbits. We got that one before. Old Fat Spider again. I got that one again. Stone by Sunlight. That one's new. Oh, it's when the trolls turn into stone. Okay, I like that one. Uncover the Moon Letters. Rare. That's new too. My precious. My precious. That's new too. I like that. Oh, beautiful. Look how rotten Golem's fingers are. I love that. And then we have Dory, Bearer of Friends, foil. Oh, and we got the full art swamp. That's pretty, and they're walking along the barrels. Oh, where are we here? There's the camera. That's really neat. Cool. Well, I want to thank you all very much for watching. If you're watching it later, drop me a comment. Let me know answers to some of those questions I asked, because I asked some probably basic questions that you guys all know the answer to, but I do not. Like what was between a mass and goblin army? There was something in the middle there. Then was with the D&D set, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe orcs or something. I don't know. There was something there in the middle. Oh, and for those of you who obviously hadn't just joined or joined late or fast forwarded to the end, I did get this card, which is really cool. Gandalf Goblin's Bane in that art style. I love it. That's amazing. Oh, we didn't open the box topper yet. Aha. All right, let's open it. This is one of my pet peeves, actually, is a sealed. Like, it's one thing to seal it in clear plastic, but sealing it in this kind of plastic to me bothers me for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, let's see if I get that open. Come on. Open without wrecking the card. A little bend there. Let's see what we got. Let's see. You ready? I bet you it's a common foil card or something weird. Or are these all the same? Did I not research this? Let me see. Minas Tirith. Oh, legendary land. Huh. It enters tapped unless you control a legendary creature. Draw a card, activate only if you attacked with 2 or more creatures this turn. Okay. All right. It's a Plains though. Not a huge Plains fan, but whatever. Sorry, you're asking. Not Spy. I think this is probably the best card I got out of the set. It's a alternate art. Here, let me move some of this stuff out of the way so I can switch over cameras here. It's an alt art. It's non-foil, of course, so it's not this nice, really expensive. Let me get over to that screen. It's not this really nice, expensive one. It's this one here. The borderless one. It's not what I thought it was, which was a book cover thing. Oh, it is aged on the edges, though. That's nice. But yeah, that's probably the best one that I got out of it. Value-wise, dollar value-wise, playability-wise, I don't know, because I haven't really, like, other than a couple pre-releases, I haven't played much Magic lately. So to look at a card and be like, oh, that's worth, that's great in this kind of deck or that kind of deck. It's not really front of mind. Tends to be the mythic cards like these are the better ones, but who knows for sure. Let's see. Borderless, yes. Foil, I guess they're all foil. Near mint foil, yeah. Okay, so that's like an $8 card. I think they all just start going down from there, but let's try Thorin. Thorin Mountain King. That's a $6 card. This is probably not going to be great. It's an equipment. Orcrist Goblin Cleaver. Yeah. Oh, wow. Really? Okay, I was wrong. I sit corrected, or I stand corrected, but I sit corrected. Huh. Oh, and then we have the foil version of this. Near mint foil was $5.99. Okay, the other one wasn't foil, so that was not worth what this one's worth. Dancing from Dark to Dawn. There's no way this has value. Dancing from Dark to Dawn. $6. Wow. No, foil. I don't want the foil one. Where's the non-foil? Okay, so it's not worth that. And inside information. Let's look that one up last. Inside information. $3 because it's a non-foil one. Yeah. So it's nothing stellar. But yeah, no, that one does look sick. You're right. Sorry, I just saw your comment there. Totally Not Spy. That really does look amazing. I'm really, really happy I got. Oh, we're on the wrong camera here. That one. I'm really, really happy I got that. That's beautiful. That to me was worth buying the box for. I mean, also wasn't worth buying the box for because, you know, like these boxes are really damn expensive now, which is crazy. But yeah, that's a gorgeous card. I really, really like that. I'm happy I got that one. And it's Gandalf. Who doesn't like Gandalf? Wise old wizard, right? Any of us with beards aspire to have that kind of a long flowing white beard one day. I want to thank you very much for joining me. Totally Not Spy. Thank you for chatting with me for a bit. It's hard to keep an hour long going just myself, just chit chatting. Eventually ran out of things to say, but you really helped me pass the time here. So thank you so much for that. Thank you anyone else who joined and didn't want to chat or didn't feel right chatting or whatever. Thank you anyone who's watching this later. And come back next week. Next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing something else different. Last week was building Lego. This week is opening a box of cards. Next week might be learning how to play Solo Venture, my own game or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You'll see something pop up on my socials and on YouTube probably midweek, Wednesday, Thursday, to let you know what's coming. And hopefully you join me then and see what's going on. Now, thank you, Totally Not Spy. I'm glad you joined as well. Thank you very much. I'd have to say it, even though I know it's annoying as heck, but drop me a follow so that you'll see stuff going forward in the future, possibly. Honestly, you do not have to drop a follow if you don't want to. It's not a big deal. I just have fun doing it, and hopefully other people enjoy watching it as well. So thank you all very much. And if I don't see you during the week on my daily stuff, people, I will see you